Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be discussing Bitcoin's current price action as well as why I'm not FOMOing into stuff like Doge and SafeMoon. And as always, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. So let's dive right on in. Okay, so right now we're looking at Bitcoin's current price action sitting at $55,000. And we finally broke below the 50-day moving average. So here we have one bounce, two bounce, and finally the third break below. So this indicates a bearish trend at the moment. We can assume this is going to continue at least for a little bit, maybe somewhere from 10 to 15, 20 days. Not sure. We're just going to have to see. So my first target, once it broke below, was actually right here at where it wigged down to at 51. So we can assume that it can actually test this again. If it was to break below the 51, my next target is actually at 46, 47. And if that doesn't hold, then my final target is actually 42, 41. And 42,000 Bitcoin is actually a 35% drop from the all-time high. So that is pretty normal, I guess. I wouldn't see it, or I can't see it going below 35%, maybe 40%. Worst case scenario. So all in all, this is normal. These things in previous bull cycles, we've broke below the 50-day and then risen back up. So this is a very strong indicator. Let's move on to the Bitcoin stock to flow. As you can see here, we are not at the top according to the Bitcoin stock to flow. We're about 4/5 the way to the top. So still looking relatively good. And I want to look at the Nupal, which is arguably the most important indicator or data when it comes to Bitcoin. And if you're not familiar with the Nupal, I definitely suggest you do your research and learn more about it. But I'll give you a quick overview on what we're looking at here. So as you can see, red is capitulation or accumulation, depending on how you look at it, and blue, which is above the 0.75, is euphoria greed, which indicates a market top. And as you can see here, sorry about that. And as you can see here, we're actually rejecting it, right? It rejected it about 2-3 times, and now it's on its way down. And this is actually a good thing because we want the Nupal to reset, right? Because if it doesn't reset, well, then we hit euphoria, and that's the top of the market, and that's it. We're done, right? So we don't want Bitcoin to top out at 60,000. We want it to continue. So therefore, the Nupal resetting is actually very, very healthy. Let's look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. And once again, we can see here that we're at, is this a bubble territory? And we've actually entered FOMO intensifies twice so far in this rally, or at least twice. So this is actually nice to see Bitcoin consolidating around this area, picking up some steam, building up some support, so it can continue its move forward to the moon, right? So this is also another good chart to look at, and everything is going according to plan, it would seem so. So looks good there. And finally, I want to take a look one more time at the Bitcoin price. So we can expect to continue this downtrend, and I would say anything at these levels could be a buy. Once again, not financial advice, but this would be the time to start buying when it's below this 50-day moving average, because I just showed you why we're not at the top. So all of these possible levels are good opportunities to average down. So that's my 2 cents on that. And finally, the reasons I am not investing in stuff like Doge or SafeMoon is because I already have my alt bags that I am happy with, that I believe in, and I have somewhat conviction in. I don't really believe in Doge. They have no team. It's an infinite supply. It's cool for the culture, I assume, but doesn't catch my interest. And SafeMoon, well, just seems like vaporware to me. I could be wrong, but once again, I am uninterested, and I don't really lose sleep on 1,000x gains from maybe this company. So As for always, thanks for watching and take care.